This week, US President-elect Donald Trump also spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about the recent rebel takeover in Syria. The two also discussed the hostage situation in Gaza. Netanyahu said that the conversation was very friendly and warm and that the two discussed the hostage situation in Gaza as well. He further says that Israel is working to bring back the hostages, both living and the dead, and that he spoke to Trump about the need for Israel's complete victory in Palestine. As pressure is now mounting ahead of the January 20th US presidential inauguration, the United States is actively working to broker a ceasefire and a hostage deal. US officials, including National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, have expressed optimism about progress. Meanwhile, let's also listen in to what the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has to say.
We had with the editor.
I discussed all of this again last night with my friend, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump. It was a very friendly, very warm, and very important conversation. We talked about the need to complete Israel's victory, and we also talked at length about the efforts we are making to free our hostages. We constantly continue to work tirelessly to return our hostages home, living and dead alike. I remind you that for decades Syria was a proactive enemy state to Israel. It attacked us again and again. It allowed others to attack us from its territory. It allowed Iran to arm Hezbollah through its territory. To ensure that what happened will not happen again, we have taken a series of strong actions in the last few days. Together with Defense Minister Katz, I instructed the IDF to thwart the potential threats from Syria and to prevent the takeover of terrorist elements near our border.
We've been close before and haven't gotten there, so I can't make any promises or predictions to you. But I wouldn't be here today if I thought this thing was just waiting till after January 20th. I am here today because I believe every day matters, and we're going to use every day we have to try to close the deal as soon as we possibly can.
Now, in the United States, a large number of mysterious drones have been reported flying over New Jersey and across the eastern U.S., sparking speculation and concerns over where these drones were coming from and why were they even coming. Dozens of witnesses have in fact reported seeing these drones statewide since mid-November. That also includes near the Picatinny Arsenal, a military research and manufacturing facility, and over President-elect Donald Trump's golf course in Bedminster. Take a look at this detailed report, which perhaps tries to answer those questions.
It's hovering, it's sitting right there. You got another one over here.
Our military knows and our president knows, and for some reason they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on.
It's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's a drone. And when it comes to drones, people in the New York area and all across the country have more questions than answers.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
Now that's a plane up there.
Since November, mysterious drones have been buzzing over the skies of New Jersey, New York and other eastern states. They've even been seen hovering near sensitive locations like military facilities and airports. The sightings have puzzled eyewitnesses and left residents concerned.
It was just about the size of a school bus, hovering about 150 feet over the trees, and I can't keep my eyes off it.
We should know where they're coming from. Who's putting these drones up, right? And I think everyone has a right to know. It's ridiculous. I think it's totally ridiculous that we don't have more information.
While it is perfectly legal to fly drones in states like New Jersey, they are subject to Federal Aviation Administration regulations and must weigh less than 55 pounds at the time they take off. But according to authorities, the drones that have been spotted appear to be up to 6 feet. This is much larger than those typically flown by drone hobbyists. A month on, no one seems to be any closer to getting any answers on these drones. Federal officials are scrambling to reassure the public.
I want to assure the American public that we are on it. We are working in close coordination with state and local authorities. And it is critical, as we all have said for a number of years, that we need from Congress additional authorities to address the drone situation. Our authorities currently are limited, and they are set to expire. We need them extended and expanded.
We have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but at no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring.
US President-elect Donald Trump has accused Joe Biden of covering up the mystery surrounding the drone sightings.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on.
Lawmakers like Chuck Schumer are demanding advanced drone tracking technology.
We're here today for 3 reasons. First, to push a new but unclassified tech into wide use, the so-called Robin, to get answers on these drones, and also to announce that I am going to help pass, and I'm going to co-sponsor legislation that will combat these drones in a better way by allowing local police departments and state police departments to help the feds in sighting these drones, which so many have requested.
The lack of clear answers has fueled rampant speculation and sometimes bizarre conspiracy theories, like foreign espionage, covert government programs, or even extraterrestrial origins.
We don't really know what's going on. My guess is there are a lot of pranksters and individual operators who are Americans who are just doing this to see what they can do with their little technology they bought down at some Radio Shack. But we can't rule out the possibility of substantially more concerning kinds of foreign action.
The one thing that everyone seems to be agreeing on is that it's time to clear the skies and the confusion.
All right, and with that, it's time to slip into a quick break here on World 360. But when we come back, we bring you an exclusive conversation with the former National Security Advisor to the United States, Ambassador John Bolton. Stay tuned.